So in this video, I want to talk about making money online because if you don't know my story, for the last four and a half years now, I've been running a digital business, and I'm able to travel the world. So I typically, my home base is New York, Long Island, but I spend my winters in Colombia, and I've been exploring Europe for the last 2 summers. I've been to a lot of time in Ukraine and many different cities, a couple different countries. And the biggest question I always get, people are like, how do you do it? How do you start making money online? Oh my God, it's insane. And I just want to open up and tell you a little bit of my story, give you some tips, give you my mindset on it, and show you that it's not so crazy. And also, I feel everybody that's something like an influencer or doing digital content, everybody's sort of kind of fronting, saying they got a huge business, making, $100,000 a month, and all this stuff, all right? And I actually have quite a small business. It's just me. I make a couple $1,000s a month, and I'm able to have no boss, travel, do what I love, and make enough to fund this lifestyle, okay? So how do you start making money online? And here's something that is, I'm sort of like, I don't want to say I go against the grain on purpose, but I find that what I do in the reality of things, it's not the trending stuff a lot of times. So the trending stuff I keep seeing everywhere is, Shopify stores, e-commerce, all this type of stuff. And don't get me wrong, if you get into that and you do it, it's awesome. I looked into it. I looked into the business plan behind it. It's phenomenal. It's amazing. But I find that if everyone's trying to do one thing, sometimes the old school thing or the opposite is sometimes where the opportunities still lie, and people just are all chasing the new, hyped up, trending thing. So what I would say is, if you're trying to make money online, how to start your first steps if you just currently have a job and you have no idea where to begin. The first thing I would say is, the ideal end goal, everybody's dream, is to make passive income somehow and to do nothing and wake up and just have money in your bank account, right? So everybody's trying to figure that out. But instead of just trying to get to this magical position, which seems impossible, try to think of how to, like, stepping stones to get you there, all right? So the first thing that I started doing was coaching men on how to meet women in everyday life, right? That this is a real world, face-to-face service. This is nothing digital. This is what I started doing in 2013. Okay, so this is like how to start making money on your own, how to start your own business, how to start a side income. Nothing with the internet, right? And then after doing that, I started realizing a lot of guys needed help with online dating, and I was an expert at it. I was getting many dates from it. I was able to help people. I gave my friends advice, and they got dramatic increase in results very quickly, following a couple of my key fundamental steps there. And by coaching guys in Manhattan, I started realizing there is a sizable segment of men that have a high income and they don't have the time to put in to do the online dating. So I literally had people say, Steve, could you just do this for me? And it came up the idea that I could manage online dating for guys. So I called the company Pro Dating Assistant, and this is still in existence today. This is how I'm able to travel the world and make money online, all right? I run a digital service, all right? It's an internet service where we're just saving busy guys time and doing it for them. And it's very straightforward. It's a little bit weird that it's out of the box. Maybe, got a motorcycle guy going by. That to the average person, it might sound weird. Yeah, we do Tinder for guys. I get that. It's a little bit strange, so you got to explain to people. But in general, the concept is very, very simple. It's, we're an assistant for someone, basically. What is a secretary? What is any outsourcer? You're just doing something for someone, and they're paying you to save them time and get them the result. Okay, so I'm an expert at online dating, and I started doing it for guys myself. So this was my first step into making some type of an income while doing something on the internet for people. And I did it all myself in the beginning. And as it started to grow, and as I started to learn what the challenges are, where I fuck up, where I can improve, over the first couple of months, you improve, you learn. That's just life in anything. Then I started to realize, hey, if I get just, some more clients, I could really build a team around this. And if I could pay people a little bit less, like outsourcers from other countries, what's the challenge with them speaking English? Then I could phase myself out and take a piece of the profit, and I'll be scaling it up while reducing my time input. So now that is like a whole nother phase, which was very, very challenging, because if you could imagine, the beginning is from trying to hire outsourcers from other countries. The big challenge is their English is not going to be great. All right, so I need someone that has great English, that also I could pay a little bit less, and like they could do the service. There's not an issue. There's not an issue with the time zones. And then it got into a whole nother issue of, the Tinders and the dating apps now are blocking people from different countries or logging in from multiple locations. Now we got to go hardcore crazy with VPNs and all this type of shit. So there is a lot of challenges, but the opportunity is there, and the premise is very simple. We help guys with their online dating. We add value to them that way. We get them matches. We get them numbers. They just text their girls and go on dates. So at this point now, I've been doing it for, I think, 4 years, or 3.5, 4 years. A lot of the stuff is very ironed out, and the service is very smooth, and I'm making a pretty consistent income every month. It's not massive. It's not huge. I'm not making, $10,000 a month, but it's enough where I could go, I could travel, I could live a very simple, I'm a pretty minimalistic person. I could live a minimalistic life, and I have the time freedom to travel and do whatever the hell I want all day. And I could do my coaching, and now, as you see, I could put in the time and the effort to do what I truly love, which is making this type of content, which will just help more men, but also, of course, grow my business even more. All right, so this is just my little bit of my story. If you want to know the inside of how I'm actually doing it, I just shared that with you. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing mind-blowing. It's very simple. It's very basic. It took me a little bit of time to figure it all out, get it, all the pieces coordinated. But yeah, rather than thinking build some big, huge internet business, rather than thinking trying to build the next, billion-dollar app, rather than trying to do some e-commerce, if that's not what you want to do, just think you could always start small with some basic service. All right, so really, if you don't have any skills that are digital skills, the first question you should be asking is, what digital skill do I need to learn that I could charge people for in the internet? So this could be very, very basic, web design, websites, graphic design, any type of graphic design stuff. These things are all very in demand today. Now I'm getting more into the digital marketing stuff, and I just hired someone to be my digital marketing consultant, manager, some position like that. Someone that's an expert at, running the ads, building the sales funnels, building the landing pages, fleshing this all out and implementing this and getting this together. So any type of digital skills, digital marketing, when it comes to the actual words on the pages, that's called copywriting. Copywriting is a huge in-demand thing. If you could do it really well and drive results, you could charge a lot of money for it. So any type of skill like that, and I'm become an expert at coaching, in-life coaching. So for me, I want to now build upon my real-world, in-face, person-to-person business with digital supplements, okay? So, I could do online coaching, Skype coaching, which I do. I have the digital service per dating assistant, and, I want to start building out, say, my digital suite of products, products on dating apps, products on meeting women in everyday life, and start scaling and leveraging my time in that way. All right, so this is just a little bit of a personal behind the scenes, almost a little bit of like a life content business update of where I'm moving, what I'm working on, but also how you could do it too, all right? So if you have a job, you want to break out of the 9-to-5 grind, start making money online, you don't have to, as I'm saying, build some huge business. You don't have to build the most passive thing in the beginning. Just start small, dabble in it, just focus on a service, focus on value, focus on what can you provide to people, to a target niche that is valuable, that will, it's valuable enough and there's a demand enough that someone will hand you money for. What is something that you could do that someone will hand you money for happily and say, please do this for me, please get this done for me, and they're happy to pay you for it. And then from there, every business is the transaction of value for money. This is how I look at it in my head. And every transaction is like one building block, all right? It's like one brick. Boom, you had one sale, one transaction, you're in business as a businessman. Now, the business could also be looked at as a verb, doing business. You're just trying to build a wall with those bricks. How many, I need a transaction, need another transaction, another sale. So I help this person, they're happy, can I get another person? Do they have a friend? And so on and so forth. So I hope my perspective on this helps you out if you're interested in making money online, starting to travel the world. It's a tremendous amount of fun, especially if you're a single guy, travel the world, date foreign women. I can't speak that up enough because I absolutely love it. Everybody that does it speaks highly of the experience for themselves. And if you're new here, click subscribe, hit the notifications bell. Any feedback, throw it in the comments section. And also, if you are someone who is looking at my content, Steve Wolf on YouTube, my website is Modern Alpha, or for the daytime attraction stuff, meeting girls in everyday life, daytime attraction, NYC Day Game, and like I said, the Tinder dating app management, pro dating assistant. As you can see, I'm all over the place here. I got a lot of different websites. I'm trying to condense it into one brand, really under the Modern Alpha brand. If you are somebody with some type of a digital marketing skill, or someone who is just looking to get a digital skill, and you're very passionate about what I'm doing, about men's empowerment, about motivating ambitious guys to increase the quality of their lifestyle, if you feel that you would like to work with me in some way, if you feel that you could bring value to my brand, to my services, to my companies, throw me a comment or reach out to me on any one of my websites and or on Facebook or whatever, and let's talk, because I am hiring some people for different roles. I'm trying to really expand. I'm trying to really hit it hard, be very serious, be a business professional. I think that over the last few years, if I'm honest, I have been really driven by my passion, and I'm just very passionate about helping men, and I was sort of neglecting being a serious business person, being serious about business practices, and not so disciplined in how I do that, just sort of winging it, and now I'm trying to take it more serious. So if you feel there's some position or role that you could help me with, or you think that we can collaborate in some way, if you're another content creator who would like to collaborate with me on a video or some type of content, hit me up. I'm looking to, grow, do things, work with people. And if you're passionate, the core thing is if you're passionate about helping guys out, about men's empowerment, hit me up. I'd love to collaborate. I'd love to work with you in some way. Just repeated myself probably 2 or 3 times there. So thanks for watching the video. See you in the next one. Thank you for watching.